Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you hopefully for the last part for best movies of 2021 video, and this is for part 3 for best movies of 2021 video. So I'm going to discuss what the best movies from from numbers 9 to 1, hopefully if I get to number 1, and let you know what I think of these last 9 movies. So let's dive into this top 10 for best movies of 2021 video. At number 9 is No Time to Die, the James Bond movie. I thought this was a very well done movie. It's pretty long, but it's Daniel Craig playing as James Bond for the last time in this one, but it has a cliffhanger at the end of the movie where you see, if you've seen the movie, which it's out now, of course, and out on DVD, you know that James Bond dies at the end of the movie. Because it's been out for at least almost 10 days now on DVD, but it's a pretty enjoyable movie. It's definitely worth owning for sure. And I really love this movie. It was one of my favorite movies this year. Uh, at least it made it in my top 10, so that's a good thing. So at number 9, I picked No Time to Die. Rami Malek was in this movie. So was other actresses, Arma Ana de Armas or whatever. I'm not sure if I'm saying her name right, but she's been in a lot of movies too. So she's a good actress as well. So yeah, number 9, No Time to Die, the James Bond movie. It's very long, so you're in for a lengthy movie, but it's really enjoyable. At number 8 is The Suicide Squad. Now, I was going to put it at my top 5, but I didn't think it'd be in the top 5 due to the fact that there were some moments in the movie where I felt that it didn't do as great, but still was a very enjoyable movie. It was better than the Will Smith Suicide Squad one. That one was kind of a mess. Kind of. Not perfect, but it was. Well, you're going to be seeing me do a throwback movie review for it in the coming weeks. So, yeah, about 3 weeks from now. Uh, but yeah, the Suicide Squad has Idris Elba in it, John Cena, and uh, there's some other actors. Margot Robbie is playing as Harley Quinn for, I believe, the last time, because she said something about in an article that she wants to take a break from her character Harley Quinn, which I think she does a very good job playing as her, because no, she said something about that it's messing with her mental health and other things like that. So that's fine if she wants to take a break. Well, we totally understand. So yeah, us fans of Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn definitely understand if she needs to take a break and all that. But still, The Suicide Squad was an enjoyable movie. Definitely watch this movie. Definitely own it. I actually have it on DVD, of course, because I bought it maybe almost a month ago. So, yeah, I bought it earlier this month, but still, at number 8 was The Suicide Squad. Alright, at number 7 is Black Widow, the Scarlett Johansson movie. And Florence Pugh is in this movie. I think if I'm pronouncing her last name right, I don't know for sure. But she was pretty. She was the one character that played Yelena. Florence played Yelena in this movie, and I I actually started laughing when she came up with some funny jokes in the movie, and it struck a landing of very good. So I was enjoying myself watching this movie, meaning enjoying the time watching the movie, I mean to say. Uh, but still, Black Widow was an enjoyable movie from start to finish. Didn't like that they made a song for the Smells Like Teen Spirit Nirvana cover, that was just too depressing and too cringy of a song. I didn't like that they did that. So it was a horrible version of that. But still, the movie did very good from start to finish. So it was just that one aspect of the movie that kind of did bring the rating down for this movie a bit. So I would still give it a 9 out of 10, or something like that. So at number 7 was Black Widow. Alright, at number 6 is The Eternals. The movie with Angelina Jolie, Richard Madden, Kit Harington, Gemma Chan, and other actors in the movie as well. But Richard Madden played a surprising villain in this movie, honestly. And Salma Hayek's in the movie too, but I don't want to spoil if you haven't seen this movie yet, because it's not out on DVD yet until February 15th. But it is a very enjoyable movie. It's one of my favorite movies this year. Not my personal top 5 favorite, but still, it almost made it in the top 5. That's how good it was. And the script was well done. Um, it may have felt like some of the script did tend to be a little eh, but this is what they were going for 2.5 hours of this movie. It was an enjoyable one, for sure. So at number 6, I picked Eternals. I like Richard Madden's character Icarus, but uh, yeah, his character was a surprising villain in the movie that you see closer to the end of the movie. So yeah, number 6, Eternals. At number 5 is Jungle Cruise. Now, this was with Dwayne Johnson in the movie and Emily Blunt, and this was a pretty well done movie. I was surprised with the story behind it and how Dwayne Johnson's character is about 400 years old and he's basically trying to stop his brother or whatever from obtaining power and going back to normal or whatever. So, yeah, it's pretty interesting story, I guess you could say. And as much as Dwayne Johnson has been in so many movies, and that can be a problem with how the movie's going to perform, it still made it in my top 5. It would have been Eternals at number 5, but I chose Jungle Cruise because I really enjoyed the movie, the script, and the way it was playing out. So, pretty good movie, in my opinion. So, at number 5 is Jungle Cruise. And number 4 is Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Sorry, I was slurring my word for a moment. Legend of the Ten Rings. Very well done Marvel movie. I really enjoyed this movie for sure. I had to make it in my top 5. So it was a pretty good movie from start to finish. And yeah, just didn't have any complaints about the movie as much, but there might have been some moments where I wasn't sure if I was liking certain actors in the movie, but still, this was a great movie from start to finish. Simu Lee, I believe is his name, and Aquafina was pretty funny in this movie, of course, and other actors were pretty talented in the movie too. And I think this guy actually, Simu Lee, did his own stunts in this movie. So that's pretty amazing that he did that. So, well done job for Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Uh, Very well done movie. Definitely check this out if you haven't seen it this year. At number 3 is Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, I would have put it at my number 2 spot, but due to a certain movie getting the number 2 spot, you'll understand why I put the last 2 spots at that spot. But still, Spider-Man No Way Home was a great movie from start to finish. I really enjoyed uh, Tom Holland as Peter Parker and also Spider-Man, of course. Uh, there were actually, what I noticed when watching the movie, there was Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire in this movie at closer to the end of the movie, but it's like probably close to the third act of the movie, the final act. But basically, yeah, this was a well done movie. But Andrew Garfield's denying that he was in this movie, and I'm like, you were in the movie. Why are you denying it? I'm just thinking to myself, like, what an idiot for thinking he's not in the movie, but really he is. He was the second Spider-Man after all. Tobey Maguire was the first to start the series of Spider-Man back in 2002 to 2007. But still, I still enjoyed the movie, despite some controversies with Andrew Garfield and how the director of the movie, of course. But at number 3, I picked Spider-Man No Way Home. It was an enjoyable movie. Definitely put it in your top 5 if you haven't seen this movie. And if you haven't seen this movie, definitely go check it out. It's worth owning and worth watching too. At number 2 is Raya and the Last Dragon. Now, this was the one that I was going to put at number 2. And it was because, yeah, this was a very well done movie. It's an animated film, so it's about these clans trying to come together and form Kumandra in the movie, of course. And they couldn't do that, and it brought out the druid or whatever and all that. And sorry about my ding on my phone. My phone's Discord or something is blowing up, uh, or whatever. But yeah, Raya and the Last Dragon was an enjoyable movie, and I unfortunately paid a lot of money when it first came out, and I shouldn't have done that because that was silly of me. I should have waited a week and for it to get cheaper, but yeah, never will I ever pay almost $40 for a movie because that was fucking ridiculous. But at number 2, I picked Raya and the Last Dragon. It's still a good movie, despite me making a stupid decision on paying that much money for it. And finally, at number 1, drum roll, please. Demon Slayer Mugen Train. Very well done movie. It surprisingly made movie of the year. I was really surprised. I thought Spider-Man No Way Home was going to be movie of the year, which it should have been, but it still was a pretty good movie despite it being in my top 3. Uh, well, despite it being in the top 3, I should say. But Demon Slayer Mugen Train was filled with a lot of action-packed. It is an anime movie, so if you're not a fan of anime, then it won't be this series for you. But still, Demon Slayer Mugen Train was an enjoyable time to watch, and I really enjoyed this movie. So definitely check this movie out and definitely purchase it for sure, because I personally love this movie. It's congratulations, Demon Slayer, you made movie of the year in my list. That's going to be it for best movies of 2021 videos. Comment below and let me know what your best movies of 2021 are, and if you have a list for it. And if you did enjoy my list for best movies of 2021 video, part 3, the final part, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can, support the channel. I will be returning to you for another video. Well, I don't know if I'm going to do another video. It's probably going to be a live stream tomorrow, for New Year's Eve stream. So definitely tune in for that. And I got to end this video now because I got to go run some errands in just a moment. So, yeah, I got to go out and go shopping. So, stay safe, guys. Take care. Have a great rest of your day if I don't see you again. And as always, I'll see you in my next video.